but again it will take some time to upload into the YouTube. Okay, fine. Right, so here you can see this is the master catalog. In the master database it will store the files like this. Okay, so if you see, this is master database data file log file. This is all the files information, all the system database files information, all the user database files information will be stored in the master database. Okay, in this table sys.sysalt files. Okay, in this table it is going to store. Okay, and if you see, you can see tempdev, tempdb data files, tempdb log files. You can see modeldb data files, modeldb log files, msdb data files, msdb log files, phonepe data file, phonepe log file, and we have another data file for phonepe also. And you can see gpay data file log file, big basket, two data files, one log file, and you can see Agio also, Agio data file log file, and you can see sales. Here you can see here sales data file and sales log file. What is the path? What is the file name, guys? Here, if you see, what is the file name? Sales.sha, say log.sha, sales underscore log.sha. This extension I have to change it to .mdf and .ldf. Then the database will come to online. How can I change? Okay, so you can change by using alter query. Later I'll tell you what query you have to use to change the extension. In the meanwhile, if anyone wants to try, okay, you can try it and you can tell me the query how to fix it. Okay, guys. At this moment, I won't show you why, because it will create some kind of confusion. Okay, so we are learning slowly, right? Basics, right? So nothing to worry. Later I'll show you. If anyone is interested still, if you want to fix the error, okay, by your own, you can Google it, you can get the query and you can change the extension and you can bring back the database online. Okay, clear? Any issues, any doubts, guys, please? Is it clear? Right, so okay, that's fine. With that note, okay, so let's jump into the discussion. So yesterday we discussed, right, how to create a database, how to add files, how to add file groups, how to create a table, okay, and how to insert the records inside the table. Yesterday we just created using a command way. Okay, so there is a GUI way also. I want to create a table in GUI way. Right click, tables, new table. In which database you want to create a table? Okay, I want to create a table in big basket. Right click. Okay, let me expand this one and you can see tables. Right click, new table. Here you can give the table column names. First you can give the column names. I told you, right, whenever you are creating a table, you are creating table means what? Collection of rows and columns, right? You have to give the column names here, right? So big basket, right, what I'm going to do, let's go with the wedges. Okay, let's go with the wedges, column wedges, or else let's go with the orders, order ID. Okay, and what type of column it has to accept? Order ID should be what type of data type? Order ID, right?
Integer.
Yeah, you can
Integer.
also drop
ID.
down. See here how many data types are there. See how many data types are there. Yesterday we discussed only small data types. Okay, yesterday we just discussed uh, limited data types and all. If you see here, you can see lot of data types are there. You can see big int, binary, bit, char, date, date time, two, date time, offset, decimal, float, geography, geometry, hierarchy, ID, image, integer. Okay, if you want to store image kind of data, you can give data type as image, integer, money, nchar, and text, numeric, nvarchar, real, small date time, small int, small money, SQL variant, text. Okay, tiny int. So these are all different okay data types we have. Varchar. So we have different data types. Right? You can give the order ID. Next is customer name. Customer name. Okay, and it should be what?
Where?
Varchar.
Where?
Varchar of, I'll give 100. Okay, next column, order ID, customer name, amount, or else let me go with items. Okay, items also varchar of 100. Okay, varchar of 100, right? And total amount, or else let me go each item, right? Amount. Okay, and of course amount would be what kind of data type? Money. Okay, so let's go with money. So I'm creating a table with these 4 columns. While closing, it will ask us to save the table with the table name. If you close it, now it will ask us what is the table name. It is not asking us. Okay, if it is not asking us, you can just click on the save button. It will give you the table name option. If you don't give the table name, nothing happened. It will create with this table underscore 1. That's it. If you don't give you the table name, it will create a table with the table underscore 1. That's it. Okay, so let's go with the BB orders. Okay, big basket orders. Click OK. So in this way, you can create the table, okay, by using GUI way. But GUI way is not good. Professionals don't use GUI way. They are comfortable with the query only. Okay, so you can see I want to insert some records in this GUI, in this table, sir. You can insert. Right click. Okay, edit top 200 rows, and then you will get a table structure like this. Order ID is 1. You can use tab. It will go to the next one. Customer name is Suresh. Okay, and items might be veggies. Okay, and the total amount is 1000 rupees. Right, once it is completed, now you will go to the next record. Second one, Mahesh. Okay, seafood. Okay, amount is 2000 rupees. Like this, you can add the values and you can close it. Okay, so in this way, you can insert the records and all. And if you want, you can use select query. If you use this option, select top 1000 rows, you will get the top 1000 rows only. Okay, if you use this option, you can either write select star from orders, BB orders, or else you can use this GA option also, select top 1000 rows. It will give you only first 1000 rows. If your record is 10,000 rows, you can see only 1000 rows by using this option. So that's why instead of that, what I'm going to do, simply I'll remove all these things, select star from, okay, big basket orders. Now you can see, okay, all the records. If you are using select top 1000 rows, in case if you are sure that table is having less than 1000 rows, you can use this GA option. Or else if you are not sure how many rows it is having, okay, then you can simply go for select star from table name. Okay, if you see here, database name dot schema name dot table name, this is how we are going to retrieve the data from the tables. Clear, guys? Using GUI option, which one is easy, GUI or command? GUI or QUI? Command is easy. I want to see some answers, sir. GUI is very easy. GA is very easy just to learn basics, okay, but command is very easy, guys. So you can create tables and all. It's very easy using your command queries and all. Okay, any questions here, please?
Sir,
Right. Yes.
in Varchar we are giving 100. If we give any low account, like 1, 2, 3, it will allow us to.
Where we are giving 100?
No, in query we are giving Varchar 100, Varchar 50.
You
No, we
can
have
give
to
no
give.
problem, but if your name is more than 50 characters, then it won't allow us to insert the record. No issues. You can give varchar 10 also.
Okay.
Okay, it's not like it's 100 is not standard. Okay, it's 100 usually person names and all. See, for example, if you give varchar 10, okay, now you want to insert your complete name. What is your complete name?
Dinesh Kumar Reddy.
Dinesh Kumar Reddy. Is it going to allow you? Gave only 10 characters. Dinesh Kumar Reddy. Dinesh, how many characters? 6. Kumar, how many characters? 5. Reddy, how many characters? 5 again. 5 plus 5, 10. 10 plus
10.
6, 16. You gave only 10 characters, so it won't allow us to add your name.
Okay.
Right? For every name, I cannot change the data type, right? So that's why I usually will give 100 like that for person names and all.
Okay.
Yeah. Any issues? Any questions?
Sir?
Yes.
This is Rajesh, sir. Here have amount 2000, sir.
What 2000?
Here amount, sir. You మీరు చేశారు కదా మహేష్ అనేసి 2000. మనం 3000 చేయాలంటే ఎట్లా సార్?
You can change here. Okay, if you want, you can change from here. Okay, so orders, right click, Again, edit top 200 rows. Okay, here you can change it to 3000.
ఓకే
3000.
ఇంకోటి మనము ఆర్డర్ ఐడి కస్టమర్ నేమ్ ఐటమ్స్ అమౌంట్ ఉంది కదా సార్
Okay.
దీనికి ఇంకొకటి జాయిన్ చేయాలంటే ఎట్లా సార్ ఇప్పుడు
Same.
డేట్ ఆఫ్
See, whatever you are doing, you can happily add from the GUI. Okay, that's easy. If you want to go with the query, then you have to follow the query. There is a separate query, alter query will be there for the table. You have to alter the query so that it will add one more column. You want to add column, right?
yes sir
Column by using GUI, is it possible? Let me check. Even I never tried using GUI, but using query you can add column. Okay, using alter query you can add column and all. This is allowing us to add only let me check whether it is allowing us design. Yes. Okay, so now you can add extra column here. What I'm going to add, customer address. Okay, customer address is varchar 100, right? Varchar 100 is coming. Right. Okay, so let me go 100 and now you can save it. Okay, you can close it, and now this is our select query, right? If you run it, you can see address column also by using GUI. Okay, what you have to do, you have to right click, you have to go for design. If you want to change it, change the values of any any record, you can just go to the edit top 200 rows and you can change from 1000 to 2000, 2000 to 3000. Names also you can change, Suresh to Ramesh, whatever names you want, you can change it. Okay, so this is how it will work. Clear?
how to drop the column sir
That you can try, sir. Okay, so try it. Why, like, if we are discussing everything what you are going to learn, just try it. Okay, what I how I just added columns, in the same way we can drop also. Just try from your side. Okay, whatever you want to do, just try from your side. If you are unable to do, let me know, I'm going to help you. Okay,
sure
right? Any other questions? Any doubt?
in query sir in
Query
query how
also,
to add
how to just go and check, Google it. Okay, how to add columns to the existing table. You will get one script, alter query, and run that script. Just change the names and all, and you can add the columns. Okay,
okay,
right, guys. Again, one more thing. When you can learn all the things, if you explore the things, then only you can learn. See, SQL Server
yesterday
we
I
can
tried sir
learn. Yes,
but
yes. Okay,
yesterday
so don't tell like I cannot get. If you just Googled it, you will get lot of scripts, thousands of scripts you will get. You should have
sure
patience. As a DBA, you should have patience, guys. Remember, only one thing you have to remember. As a DBA, you should have three things. One is patience, second one is patience, third one is patience. Okay, right? So you should have more patience, sir. I just go to the Google, I just tried it, sir. Okay, I did not get any script. Don't tell like that. Why? Because it's there from 25 years. Lot of requirements are there. People has to change the columns, add the columns, drop the columns. Lot of queries will be there. Lot of scripts will be there. If you just spend a little bit time on that, you will get a proper query. Try it, try it, try it. If you are not getting, see, whenever you are getting one error, you are going to learn one extra thing, guys. Agree or not? If you are getting error means, see, if you are not getting error, if everything is going smoothly, you are not learning anything. If you are getting error, then only the maja will starts. Okay, so you can learn lot of things with the errors, guys. Believe me, you can learn a lot of things with the errors. And we can complete SQL Server in 15 days. We can complete SQL Server in 1 month. We can complete SQL Server in 2 months. We can complete SQL Server in 1 year also. Okay, but the thing is, you have to explore, you have to explore, and you have to explore. As a trainer, I cannot touch all the things, but as a student, it's your responsibility to learn all the things. Just explore it, what's there. If you have free time, how to do that, how to do this, why can't we do in this way, why can't we do in that way, just explore it. You will learn a lot of things. Okay, clear, guys? Any issues, any doubts, please? Just explore it. In case of any issues, I will be there to help you. Okay, fine. So let's jump into the discussion. Right, yesterday we discussed how to create table, how to insert records, how to edit records, and all. We discussed all those things, right? So let's discuss about the system databases. What are the system databases? What these system database will do? What key role they are going to do in the SQL Server? Right. So we have 4 system databases. You can see in Management Studio. Actually, we have 5 system database. 5th system database is a resource database. That system database is not visible. It will be in hidden mode. Okay. Master, model, MSDB, and TempDB, and the last one is resource database. Okay, so resource database. So what master will do? What master will do? What model will do? What MSDB will do? What TempDB will do? What resource will do? Okay, so is it really important? Are these databases going to play a key role? Yes. Without system databases, there is no SQL Server, guys. System databases should be there for every SQL Server. If there are no system databases, there is no SQL Server, right? So first, let's go with one by one. Master database. What master database will do? What model will do? What MSDB will do? What TempDB will do? So we have a document. So I just sent you this document earlier. Okay, so we have a discussion. We have some points on system database. Let's go one by one. Okay, right. Master database contains all the system objects, like how many tables, columns, all metadata, guys. Okay, so remember, in your master database, it is going to store all the metadata information. What is metadata information? Anyone heard
System
meta
related.
recently?
The data details.
Anyone
Facebook logo.
recently? Anyone heard about meta? Meta, M-E-T-A, meta.
Oh, yeah, yes, sir. Facebook
Yeah,
logo recently
metaverse.
changed.
Okay, Facebook name is
Meta
changed
about
to
data.
Meta. That's okay. That's okay.
WhatsApp.
Yeah. WhatsApp is also Meta.
Yeah.
Is it? So might be you can see
Yes.
sponsored by Meta. I don't think WhatsApp name. Is
Yeah,
changed.
that's what.
Yeah,
No. It's not changed to Meta, but
Yes. Sponsored by Meta. Okay, it's mother company, right? Facebook is the mother company of WhatsApp.
yes.
Right. Okay, so Meta, that's Facebook, another name. Recently, Mark Zuckerberg changed his company name Facebook to Meta. I'm not sure whether, I don't use Facebook, whether it was changed directly on the Facebook or not, but it was okay, changed to Meta. Fine. So what is metadata? Metadata means data about the data. Sir, what is my metadata? If you ask me, sir, what is my metadata? Your height is metadata. Your weight is metadata. Your color is metadata. Okay, so which describes about you is your metadata. Is it clear? Which describes about you is your metadata. So in the same way, every object will have metadata. Table will have metadata. Can anyone tell me what is the metadata of the table?
I mean, the number of rows and columns.
Very good.
Rows and
How many
columns.
number of rows
Rows
are
and
there? How
columns.
many number of columns are there? What is the table size when it was created? Again, for you also, your date of birth is your metadata. Okay, so data about the data is called your metadata. Who is asking? Satish Reddy. Satish Reddy, what happened, Satish? You just joined or what happened? It was disconnected. Satish. Can you hear me, Satish? You are
network problem. Network problem.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so I'm going to allow you to record. Fine. Okay, you can record, Satish. Right, metadata means simply data about the data. Okay, so your master database will store all the metadata information, means how many SQL Server, how many databases are there. Okay, how many tables are there, how many files are there for each database, what are the file sizes, what are the locations of each files. Just now we just check it, right? In the master sys.sysalt files, it stores all other data files and log files information, right? Agree? That is your metadata. How many tables, how many records, how many files, what are their locations, what are their sizes, when it was created. Okay, so all this metadata information will be stored in the master database. It's very crucial database, very important database, like database engine. Okay, without master database, your SQL Server won't be up and running. If your master is corrupted, your SQL Server won't be up and running. Okay, your SQL Server won't be up and running. You have to fix the issue. Master is very important, like a brain. How brain is important for us, in the same way, master is important for the SQL Server. Without master database, you cannot start the SQL Server, first of all. Okay, one of the core database to manage SQL Server. Instance level settings also will be stored. So we have instance name, right? Default instance or named instance, collation settings, all right? Backup settings, and we have other settings also, temp DB settings and memory settings. Different settings are there. All the settings informations will be stored in the master database. Okay, all the logins information, all the logins, what and all logins are there, all the logins information and their passwords information also will be stored in the master database. All the logins information, all the logins information and their passwords information, okay, will be stored inside your master database. So whenever you're trying to log in, first of all, it will check whether this person is there or not in my database. For example, there is no login with okay, Kusuma, right? Let me try with the Kusuma login, SQL Server authentication, Kusuma. Okay, and password I'm giving, some random password I'm giving. Actually, there is no user Kusuma. Of course, you know the result, you will get the error 18456 error. Okay, this is the common error. 18456 is the error name, very famous error. If there is no login, if you gave wrong password and all, you will get this 18456 error, right? So now what exactly is happening? First, whenever you give Kusma and you give Kusma password, what happened? It will check in the master database whether Kusma user is there or not, Kusma login is there or not. If Kusma login is there, what is the password? Okay, 123 password. Okay, chalo, let's check first of all Kusma login is there or not. If not, it will simply throw the error. Kusma login is there, then it will check what is the password of Kusma. Okay, some 456, but user is giving, Kusma is giving 123, not matching, wrong password, it will throw the error. All the logins information and their passwords information will be stored inside your master database. It will know about all other databases also, all other databases information and the files of other databases also, it will be stored inside your master database. Files for each database, logins information and their passwords information. Linked servers, linked server is one more object it will create. It will help us to link between two different RDBMS softwares. Okay, linked servers. So using linked servers, we can link an Oracle to SQL Server, SQL Server to Oracle Server. Like that, you can link two RDBMS softwares using this small extension, linked servers. Okay, that information also will be stored inside your master database. Endpoints, entry points information also will be stored. If there is no master database, we cannot start the SQL Server. Agree, everyone? Is it clear, guys? What master will do? Is it clear? Any issues, any doubts, please? Okay, so fine. With that note, let me go with the model discussion. What model will do? Model is a, there are no
So what's the endpoints? Can you
endpoint.
explain clearly?
I'll tell you. Okay, endpoint means it's a communication port. Okay, it's simply an
Okay.
entry point to communicate with other servers and all, to other machine, with other machines and all. It's just a kind of entry point. Okay, in the mirroring, you can came to know what endpoint will do. Okay, just it's a kind of door. Like if we open the door, then only we can go inside the home, right? In the same way, if we open the port, then only we can communicate with the server. Okay, endpoint is a kind of ports. Okay, any doubts now?
Okay, sir.
Right, fine. So model database, what model database will do? It's a template for newly created databases. Model database will act as a Kiran, okay, I'll share you. Okay, in case if you're not, if you haven't got till now, I'll share you. But again, please check in your spam. Sometimes I'll send to all the participants in a bulk. So that's why it will go to the spam folder. I'm sure I have already sent it to everyone. If anyone is missing, still check in your spam folders or all mail. There you can find out. Just type SQL DBA classes in your Google, in your Gmail. You will get my mail ID and you can check it. Okay, if still anyone is missing, I'll help you. Nothing, no issues at all. Okay, I'll send you if anyone is missing with this document. Right, model database will act as a template for newly created database. I have a quick question for all of you. Whenever you are creating a new database, you are getting lot of values, right? You are getting lot of values. Okay, you are creating a new database, right? Here, what you will do, you will give Jailo. Okay, so you are giving name like this. So if you see, okay, you are getting initial data file size is 8 MB, initial log file size is 8 MB. By auto growth option 64 MB unlimited, by auto growth option 64 MB unlimited, means enable auto growth is enabled. And you can see these paths, C program file, these paths and all you can see. And if you go to options, there are a lot of options will be there. Some of the options are true, some of the options are false, some of them are 0. Okay, you can see lot of different options. Okay, so I did not set any values here. Okay, but you can see there are some template values here. Can anyone tell me from where I am getting these template values and all? From where I am getting these template values?
TempDB.
TempDB,
Creating of data.
as it is template, so it is
From-
TempDB. Yeah?
From model only.
Okay.
Model DB.
Model DB. Okay, fine, very good. Okay, so remember guys, while you are in driving, okay, imagine you're busy with your work, you are getting one call, you will have 3 options. What are those 3 options? Can anyone tell me? You can lift the call, you can disconnect the call. There is one more option called template. Agree? Right? Template option. If you just swipe up, you will get the template option. I am busy, I am in driving, call you later. I will call you later. I'm in meeting, call you later. There are some templates. If you choose one template, automatically the recipient will get the template. Agree? Right? Means template means a predefined text or predefined format is already, it's already there in your phone. So whenever you click that message, automatically that message will go to the recipient and he can see you are in driving, you cannot lift the call and all. Or you are in a meeting, you cannot lift the call and all. We cannot type I am in driving. Okay, I'll call you later. You cannot type if you are in driving, right? Right. So in the same way, it will act as a template. So model database will act as a template for newly created databases. From which database I'm getting all these values, guys? From your model database. From your model database. And again, if you see here, okay, if you go to any database, after creating the database, I did not created any object, right, other than this table. But if you go to this, some of the objects like views and all, if you expand views, if you go to system views, lot of views you will get it. Lot of views you will get it. I haven't created even a single view, right? How can I got all these views? Can anyone tell me? Like these many views are there. Completely it was dumped inside my newly created database. From where I got all these views, guys? Okay. So if you go to the model database, you can see all the views. So whatever objects are there in your model database, all objects will be copied to the newly created database. Simply, you are renaming a copy of model database, guys. Agree? Whenever you are creating any new database, you are renaming not model database. You cannot rename model database. You are renaming a copy of model. That means, chalo, you are creating one database. So SQL Server will give you a copy of model database. Simply you can rename the model database. So whatever objects are there inside this model database, all objects will be copied to the newly created databases. Agree? If you want proof, let me change here. Go to the properties. Earlier you see, right, data file size is 8 MB, log file size is 8 MB, right? Earlier you see, right, from this only you got that value. So let me change it to, okay, 81 MB. Just for curiosity, okay, I'm changing this to 81 MB. I'm changing this to 60 MB. Let me click OK. Okay, and let me create new database now. Now tell me, guys. Earlier it is 8 MB, 8 MB, right? Now if you see here 81 MB, 60 MB. Is it clear? That means it's simply it is copying the model database values for the newly created database. So model database is acting as, okay, a template for the newly created databases. Is it clear, everyone? There is no more points to discuss for model database. It will simply act as a template for newly created databases. So I have a quick question for all of you. Like every class, I'll ask the same questions. Might be you already know the answer. If my model database is down, or corrupted, can I start the SQL Server or not? You can tell me the answer, yes or no. Everyone has to participate.
No.
Everyone has to
No,
participate,
no.
please. Everyone
No.
has to
No.
participate. Please type
Any
answers
error
in
is
the
not
chat.
possible.
Please type the answer in the chat box. Huh? If my model is corrupted, can I start my SQL Server or not? So a lot of people are saying no. So can anyone explain why no? Why no? Can you please explain why no? Yes, lot of people, right? Lot of people replied no, not possible. Why no? What is the reason behind no? There should be a reason, right? Every time temp DB newly created. Okay. Right. Okay. So can anyone? I got answer from one person, but anyone can answer this? Why no? As master is no, so that's why model is also no, na? Model act as a model act as a template. If it is corrupted, then server will be down. Okay, Satish, but why it will be down? See, if my model is corrupted, I cannot create new databases. But it can't throw problems for the existing databases, right? I have all the system databases, I have all other user databases, I have, they are perfectly working fine. If my model is corrupted, why can't I start my SQL Server? Agree? If model is corrupted, might be I cannot create a new databases. That's it. It won't support to create new databases, but everything remaining, all the things are working fine, right? So anyone wants to change the answer, yes or no? If you want to change the answer, you can change the answer, please. Okay, if my model database is corrupted, my SQL Server will start or it won't start. If you want to change your answers to yes, you can change the answers to yes. Okay, so nobody is interested to change the answers. Okay, that's fine. Let's discuss. Okay, so the answer is no, correct. It's correct. We cannot start the SQL Server, but there is a reason why we cannot start the SQL Server. I'll explain later. Okay, while discussing TempDB, I'll explain. You can came to know, okay, why we cannot start the SQL Server if my model database is corrupted, right? Okay, for all database, it's acts as a template. That's fine. Already created database, it can't create any problem, right, Kusma? Right? Okay, chalo, no problem. We'll explain during TempDB discussion. Okay. So next is MSDB. MSDB is an optional database, guys. MSDB is an optional database. That doesn't mean even though without MSDB, no issues. But yes, of course, one advantage is even though if your MSDB is down, your SQL Server will be up and running. No issues with your SQL Server. Your SQL Server will work fine. But MSDB will play a crucial role in the automation. Automation means creating the jobs. Okay, backup jobs, restore jobs, DBCC, check DB jobs, rebuild index jobs, reorganize index jobs. Like that, different application jobs also will be there. So if MSDB is corrupted, the jobs won't run. SSIS packages won't run. Log shipping won't run. Remaining all the things will work properly fine. Okay. If my, yes, DB mails, very good. Okay. DB mails and all will be taken care by the MSDB database mail. Okay. So even though if your MSDB is corrupted, still your SQL Server will be up and running, but some of the things won't work properly, like automation things. your jobs won't work properly, your database mail won't work properly, your SSIS packages won't work properly. Okay, so these are the things it won't work properly in case if your MSDB is corrupted and if it is not up and running. Okay, guys. So it is used for automation like scheduling the jobs, and of course alerts. Lot of alerts will be there. Imagine if my data file is more than 90%, I have to get an alert. I like that I just created an alert. But if your MSDB is down, you won't get any alerts. If your data file is full, you won't get alert. If your log file is full, you won't get alert. So it's a difficult thing. So scheduling and alerting system will be controlled by your MSDB. SSIS packages will be controlled by the MSDB. Log shipping will be controlled by the MSDB. So all these things won't work properly. Remaining SQL Server will be up and running. It will store all the data about jobs. Okay, if it is corrupted, SQL Server will start and run. Your SQL Server will start and it will run. Okay, but some of the things won't work. SSIS package information will be stored in SQL Server. MSDB, log shipping, backups and restores information also will be stored in the MSDB. Okay, so if your MSDB is corrupted, these things won't work properly. These things won't work properly. Of course, your alerts and jobs also won't work properly, guys. Is it clear with MSDB? Everyone, is it clear? MSDB master model, MSDB temp DB, MSDB up to MSDB, is it clear? Any issues, any doubts? If no doubts, let me reconnect. Okay, the meeting is, if MSDB log file is full, we can sync MSDB log. I'll tell you, Sajal. Okay, I'll tell you. Let me reconnect. The meeting is showing 1 minute. Let me reconnect. Please use the same link.